Good morning, super cool party people. It's Wednesday, I think. I feel like this is the first time I'm starting my vlog from actually laying in bed for a long time, so yeah, but it's a day off. It's just after 10, and I got to be lazy by sleeping in, which is fantastic. Last night when I was going to sleep, my room, I was just about out cold, and my room suddenly lit up from my computer screen, and I was like, oh no, it's trying to update. So I jumped out of bed and grabbed my computer, and it was too late. It was already resetting. So gotta start the vlog exporting from yesterday again. Thanks Windows, thanks for updating all the time. But it's really stupid because you can set active hours, but you can only set a 12-hour period of active hours. So I have like regular hours from like 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. But I think I'm gonna have to switch it to like active hours from like midnight till noon or something, just so, or maybe 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. so it won't just keep updating while I try to sleep. That's my only solution. So I'm gonna do that. I might bake some bread today, but we'll see how I feel. But right now I'm just gonna slowly take my time to get out of bed. Part of me feels like, because it's 11:30, I should get dressed and maybe not be sitting on my floor in my pajamas, but that's fine. I just like put on my hoodie because fall is here and it's a bit chilly. But I was thinking, can you stay better there? The other day I was thinking, you know, I have a second camera that's a little bit smaller than this one because this one's kind of ridiculously huge. My Canon G7X Mark II. But I was like, you know, on days when I want to go out and I don't want to bring, like, even without the tripod, this thing is like big. I was like, I do have my other Canon PowerShot that I got forever ago when I first wanted to start vlogging kind of out in public thing, which is right here. Nice pink color. PowerShot ELPH 110HS. And I was like, maybe I could have this one that I can just carry in my pocket. It's like, assuming the quality's comparable. It's not. I like, just, it's so bad. It's so grainy. This is really weird right now. But, I mean, the main reason I didn't use it was because it didn't have a screen on the back, which, I mean, on a flip-up one. But I can see it right now because I've got my G7X Mark II flipped up. But it is so grainy. I didn't think it would be that different. So I think that's not an option. So it was worth a try. I charged it last night and everything. But I think we'll have to no-go on that. And if I do want to have a secondary camera, I'll have to buy one. But for now, we're good with this. But yeah, so that's the fail of the day. Kind of like, what is that doing? But yeah, I'm just chilling, puttering about the house. I'm trying to decide if I want to bake bread today or if I want to do that tomorrow. I want to do it this week for sure, but I want to do some laundry. I should, though, above all else, be writing right now. So that's not gonna happen. So maybe I'll like put on clothes and do something with that. Wow, my hair is so special right now. But let's just, I can fix this. I feel like that looks worse. Like some creepy druid or something right now. So, on this note right here, I'm gonna go maybe get dressed or something. So I finally decided to sit upright, to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance that I got in my last PIXI kit. Normally I use my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I'm gonna say I like the Photo Finish a lot better because this one it's so much heavier. I mean, yeah, I know because it's got like the radiant stuff, so it's gonna make me sparkle, but this one just feels so much nicer going on. This one I felt like I was dragging it across my skin, but I have now used it, so that's good. I started to use this too the last couple days, the Aurora PIXI color corrector, and it's not focusing, but I kind of like it. But yeah, so I'm still so torn on the PIXI bag because both months that I've got it so far, I've got stuff that I like. So I was sure when I got it that after 6 months I was just gonna cancel my subscription, but now I'm like, well, I really love this eyeliner that I got, or I really love this illuminator. So we'll see. I've got another 4 months to make my decision. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. I legit felt like I was dragging stuff across my skin. With that different primer on, I feel like I look way more gold than I normally do, and it's weird. I like look tan and I don't tan because I'm so lazy. Seems weird, but I just do not have the patience to sit outside and tan. I can only tan if I'm like just walking, and it happens. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just picked up my agenda to look at what I'm supposed to do for today. And I was like, I don't want to do any of this. And that's not the point of the agenda. The agenda is to focus me so I will do the things that I need to do, not necessarily the things I want to do. So I gotta figure something out there because I am unmotivated. Also, because my vlog from yesterday is exporting still, I don't really want to be on my computer just so it'll go faster, but maybe I should do that. So we'll just have to see what happens. I also feel like I should clean the kitchen. Like, we had an entire sink full of dishes that I thought were clean because they were like all upside down as if they were drying, and then last night I went to put them away and they were dirty, disgusting, like stagnant water sitting in the pans with stuff in them, dirty. So I will maybe do that, or maybe cook myself lunch because it's after 12. So many options of things to do that aren't doing the things I should be doing. Did that make sense? I think that made sense. Okay, so I have cleaned the kitchen finally. It's one of those things that I feel like I've never completely got on top of since I came back, which was almost 2 weeks ago now. But I put as much as I could in the dishwasher, like all the super gross greasy stuff, and I like put it on like super duper scrubbing cycle. And I'm hoping that I won't have to rewash everything when it comes out. Just hoping it'll all get clean. But now it's almost 1 and I still haven't eaten. Oops. So I think I'm going to get on that, but I feel better because things are clean now. Don't know what I'm gonna eat though. Maybe that bag of chips that I was snacking on for breakfast. Shh. So I ate lunch. So yay me. I'm trying to decide now if I want to bake bread or not. I need to like decide ASAP because it takes so long to bake, and I don't want to be like baking it till 10 at night. Okay, it doesn't take that long. If I do it now, I'll be finished before 6, and it's 2. But I'm watching Moana, and my mom's boyfriend just dropped off a meat and cheese platter that I guess she got for free. I don't know, she gets a lot of free food, but this right here, so that'll be good for D&D night. The fridge is still ridiculously packed with leftovers. Like, that is just all leftovers. So we're slowly working our way through that. Dishwasher is doing its thing. No. And so yeah, I think I might bake because I love fresh bread. Fresh bread is the greatest. It really is. This dishwasher is very warm on my butt. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna bake the bread. We'll see, because we have so much turkey and ham left over still, and we don't have any bread. Like, we just have some buns in the corner. So if we have some bread, we can use up the meat faster. See, I'm thinking. So I should do that if I'm gonna do that. Now, look, we're doing it. I've committed. So I've got my starter and my wet, but I need to go get my dry. So funny story is, I recently put my flour into a big tote because it's just so much easier than having a bag that can fall over and make a mess, because me and flour just get along super well. Thanksgiving night, I had it up just in the closet right here on top of the washing machine because I wanted to get it out of the way, because it's just been like either in the garage or on the floor, but I knew we were gonna need it. So when everybody started doing dishes, they just moved it over here. So today is Wednesday. It's been sitting here since Sunday, and my sister-in-law was playing some Skyrim the other day, and she's like, oh, this is just like a perfect place for me to put my drink. So, and that was good. But now I need to pick it up, sorry for the boob and crotch shot, and bring it over into the kitchen because I need it. Flour is heavy, but next step, flour. Yep. And then just waiting for this to rise. I'm gonna pay attention to it this time so I don't make a huge mess like I did that one time. Bread is on its first rise. It feels weird, so I don't know. Hopefully it'll turn out, hopefully I can correct it on the punch down or something, I don't know, or when I'm doing the loaves. I don't know, it just feels weird. I think, I'm like, is it too doughy? Is it too floury? I couldn't tell, so maybe it'll just be okay. I am now sitting here with my computer. Decided I should try to do some writing. The vlog from yesterday is probably 20% left to convert, so it's just taking its sweet time, but that's fine. I will sit here and write, and the nice thing is because I'm baking bread, and that feels like something productive, I feel like you can focus on this. It's really weird. That's a really weird thing, I know, but I don't know. I just feel like writing is and isn't productive, so if I'm baking bread, then I can be like, well, I baked bread today, and also I wrote. I don't know, my brain has many issues, but at least it makes good stories, in my opinion. So, on that note, I am going to continue this writing thing. You know when you put your camera in a super awkward spot and then you're like trying to reach the record button and you can't, but you're just too lazy to move the camera? That's what just happened. So, great progress being made all around. I emptied the dishwasher, so yay me. But the bread is rising normally, so I'm super excited about that. I've been typing for a while now. What am I at for word count? I don't know. Too lazy to like actually get in frame. I'm at 3,600 words, so I think I've added a number. I don't remember how many I had last night. At least 1,000 words, so that's good. And the vlog finally exported, which is great, which means now I can upload that. And yeah, I can't remember if I showed this yesterday, but if I showed it yesterday, I don't care because it's the funniest thing ever. So when I was in, I feel like I said this story, I don't remember if it was to the camera or in real life. When I was in Vancouver in August for the wedding, I was staying at the maid of honor's house, and I had to do a slideshow for the wedding, and it was all marine animals because my friend and her fiance love marine animals, and I found the funniest picture right here, like, and I put in the slideshow because I thought it was hilarious, and so did the maid of honor, and so like we were killing ourselves laughing the entire time. And then at the wedding, all the wedding pictures just came back yesterday, so this is why this is coming up. At the wedding, we were all supposed to do one picture of like all the bridal party by ourselves each, solo pictures doing a stupid face. So the groom is like not into that, so he's just like straight faced. The first two groomsmen just like stuck out their tongue, and then the other one was a little bit less tame, but then the bride was crazy. Mine was really stupid. The other bridesmaid, not so much, but the maid of honor decided to try to recreate that seal picture. And I forgot all about it. And so yesterday, I was like, oh my God, it's the seal picture when I was going through the pictures. So I just took a picture of the screen because this had to be done fast. And I put the two pictures together, and it's just, like, I'm sorry for the glare, but it is just, oh fine, I'll pick it up. It is just the greatest thing ever. It's so funny, and I was almost crying as I was putting it together because I was laughing so hard. And I sent it to her, and she said she peed a little because it was so funny. So great. But yeah, so I'm gonna upload yesterday's vlog now and then continue writing. I think my bread, I have no idea I don't know what's going on anymore. My bread should be ready to put in pans in about 40 minutes, so that's great. So I'm gonna try to keep plugging away until then. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm having a productive day today, so I'm super stoked. Did you see it? Did you see it? I did it. I surpassed 10,000 words on this document. That's amazing. And even more amazing, it means that I wrote just over 7,700 words today. So I've been sitting here for around 9 hours. And I mean, on and off, I baked some bread, I ate dinner, we had people over for a brief period, so it wasn't like I was sitting here consistently the entire time, but I did it. Over 10,000 words, and I'm not quite done yet. I still have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's like still 24 pages to type up. I counted earlier, I thought I only had 22. Clearly I can't count, but I mean, as the night's been going on, my ability to correctly type words has just flatlined, like main characters' names, not capitalizing them. Used the word in, like for a place to stay, I-N-N instead of the word in, I-N. I spelled escape wrong too, so it's just been going downhill, which means it's time to stop. It's 11:30 anyways. But I'm super stoked with the progress I've had. It's kind of funny though, because I just need to pull up the first act of this one, so I can see how long that one is. So book 1, when I go through it, I need to definitely add to it because I think it's lacking quite a bit. So that's 8 pages and it's 4,250 words, give or take. But I know that one is pretty weak. The second one, let me find it. How did I close that one? Ugh, idiot. The second one, book 2, is, waiting for it to load, 15 pages, 9,574 words. So it's like, what's that, double? Oh, so burpy. Yeah, it's basically double what the first book acts were. And now book 3, I'm already at 19 pages and I'm over 10,000 words and I still have a lot to write. I feel like that makes sense though, because as the story goes along, it's going to get more complex. And I've been a lot more detail oriented in the last 2 books. But yeah, so. But it's coming along at this rate. I theoretically could finish typing that up Thursday, which is tomorrow. Like I said, I was hoping to do. And then by Friday, Saturday, I should be like, yeah, I'm back in my normal routine after my 2-week adjustment period. And then I should be able to start going through them and editing them. I think I want to print them though, because I'm a very visual person, a very tactile person, which is why I do most of my writing in a notebook first, and why I have all these notes, and why I use different color pens, and why I use highlighters, because I like that. So I think what I might do is type this up, all these up, so then I can go through the pen and go, no, move that here, or what were you thinking? This is the stupidest idea you've ever come up with. There were actually a few times going through book 3 that I just like crossed off entire pages and just wrote, no, this doesn't make sense, or WTF, no. So, but yeah, so super productive day. The bread is made. It's right there. We already got through like half a loaf. My mom and her boyfriend came over to grab a loaf because I texted them and told them to. And so they also had some bread when they got here, because why not? It's bread. But it's just been like a full carb day for me today. Bread, chips. Just the type of day it's been, I guess. And just sitting here. Oh, I just like feel the weight packing on, but whatever. Gotta sacrifice yourself for your craft, right? By just eating all the food. On that note, I am gassed. My brain, like, I'm so tired mentally from this. It's different than the physical tired, and so all day I was fighting it, and then I kind of did a pushback around 8 p.m. until now, but the last half hour, like I said, I was spelling words that I shouldn't be spelling wrong, like, oh, hopefully without. I definitely missed like all the vowels in hopefully, and then I think without I combined with the word to afterwards. I don't know, it was bad. But on that note, I'm going to try to use the last of my mental capacity to get this vlog edited, so I hope you enjoyed following along on my productive day today. Why? If you are enjoying these vlogs, where I don't know how to speak, please feel free to subscribe, because I do post daily vlogs. Sometimes they're a little late because my computer is a dick and just likes to update all the time, but most of the time I'm pretty consistent. And yeah, feel free to hit that like button so I know you liked it, and this plug, if you do have any questions about National Novel Writing Month and how to do it or whatnot, please feel free to leave comments down below. I'm going to be doing some videos leading up to November 1st on how I do it and how I have success and what I write about and blah 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 blah. And now this clip is 7 minutes long, so I'm going to go, and I will see you tomorrow.